What's up, everybody? We're going to give you guys a special show with everything going on in our country. We wanted to take the time to sit down and really address those issues. You know, we have athletes on here. We've had hosts in the NFL world. We've had some of our college teammates. But this is special. His name is M.Quentin Williams. He's done so much. This is only a snippet. An attorney, an author, a prolific international speaker, a former FBI agent, a former federal prosecutor, and he's also held positions as an executive in the NFL and the NBA. Without further ado, I want to bring M.Quentin Williams onto the show and welcome him here to Double Coverage.
Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. This is an honor.
No, welcome to the show. We appreciate you taking the time. So we won't waste any of the viewers' time. You know, Jason went into small details about the things you've done, but I guess just let the people know your journey, what you've been through. You know, we heard some of the accomplishments and different things like that. But what was the process and how did that take place?
I'm living a blessed journey, really am. I was born on the island of St. Thomas to a single woman who was abandoned by my biological father after he found out that she was pregnant. And when that happened, she decided that she was going to come back to where she was from, New York, and raise me. And so we moved back to New York. My mother was from a very well-to-do community in New York, but when she left home to go to St. Thomas and met my biological father, she was disowned by her family because my mother's a white Jewish woman and my biological father was a black man. And this was at the height of the civil rights movement. So she was disowned. She came back to New York and we lived in poverty for the first 5 years of my life on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. And then we moved up to Yonkers because the crime was so bad down there. I asked her at 3 years old if we could get out of there. And she moved us up to New York, Yonkers in the county of Westchester, just to get away from the crime. But Yonkers is plagued by crime. Yonkers has had a lot of political corruption and education problems. So all of that is what she moved us into, thinking it was a better life. I don't know if it was any better at the time, but Yonkers now is getting its act together, doing great things, and we are proud of Yonkers. I did all my schooling there, K through 12, had a reading issue, and still got through schooling and did fairly well and got an athletic scholarship to go to Boston College. I played with Doug Flutie for a couple of years at BC. Very proud of those moments in my life. And through the reading issues, I was able to apply to law school. And because of great mentorship, I got in and then I graduated and I started to practice law. I was recruited by the FBI when I was in law school. And I decided that I was going to do that even though I didn't want to be a law enforcement officer because law enforcement officers are the ones who came to get us in Yonkers. And I didn't know that I should become one. I could become one. And I was immediately undercover for a couple of years when I was an FBI agent and then had the opportunity to become a federal prosecutor. So I took it. And that was a great experience. Did that for a very short period of time before getting into sports. I was recruited by the NFL, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and then the NBA, and worked for all three. And then after leaving the NBA, I was given the opportunity to pursue my entrepreneurial dreams, and I opened up my law firm, a media company, and my calling, which is what you talked about, dedication to community.